thing to pay attention to if you're buying a condo or a vacation rental property is what kind of income is this thing going to produce for me? And if you're looking at a home in Sunriver or exploring a purchase, you're probably already thinking that way. You'd like to know if the revenue on this thing is going to cover and exceed the mortgage payment and the fees. And there's a couple of great resources to go to for that. Air DNA is one where you can plug in the address of a property and it will pump out a pretty high level report on that property in terms of what it may or may not do based on other comparable properties, average nightly rates, and the percentage of occupancy throughout the year. So Air DNA, very good to check out. If you really want to dig deep and kind of get a little bit more of a robust analysis, my encouragement would be to reach out to a local property manager. I have a couple that I work with here that I know and I love and respect, and they'll give you a more like kind of tailored, fine-tuned report based on data that's scraped from all kinds of comparable properties. And that's really good information to have if you're thinking about buying a property. So if that's you, please reach out, call me, email me. I've been down the road with some property managers and working with clients who are looking at investment properties and rental properties here. I'd be happy to connect you or get to work with you on figuring out, is this property that you're looking at buying going to make sense for you, and what kind of return could you expect on this property? One thing to mention on these rental reports, which they are very helpful in making decisions about whether or not buying a property here that is an income producing property makes sense for you, is a lot of times the data that's scraped from all these comparables, it's pulling all the revenue, and it's not necessarily breaking down what kind of revenue that is. Sometimes, a condo or a house might have a cleaning fee, a pet fee, a hot tub fee, or other various types of fees. And when you pull a rental report, you're going to get a range. You'll have an average and you'll kind of have a lower number and a higher number. And the range is meant to just help you understand that this is what you could expect. And you can really set up your property or your condo or your rental up in a way that makes sense for you and is the most advantageous and favorable for you in terms of fees and nightly rate and those types of things. I do want to say something about fees and nightly rates. That's really important because we have a client that we work with here in Sunriver, and they have a great income producing property. And to ensure that your property is a great income producing property, it will need to be managed by the right people, whether that's you, which is very possible. We have some family that own a great house here in Sunriver, and they manage it by themselves and use Airbnb, and it's going really well for them. And so if you're curious about what it looks like to manage a house here in Sunriver on Airbnb, reach out to me. I'd love to talk with you about it. I've got some rental reports and income reports from 2024, 2023, and so on and so forth. I'd be happy to kind of break those down and share them with you if you're curious about, hey, if I own a house here in Sunriver, what could I expect in terms of renting it? And if I do it myself and I use Airbnb, what would that look like? I have a couple years of great data on that. I'd be happy to share with you. Just shoot me an email, give me a phone call. Like I said, finding a property manager that's going to take care of your property and maximize the value and the rental income is really important. Most people talk about how great their properties are doing and how much money their property is making, and that's all fine and dandy. But if you don't have a property manager that's managing it well, it could go really wrong for you. We know some folks here who have a house that was managed by, I'm not going to say, but if you'd like to know, give me a call or shoot me an email. And they didn't manage it very well. And unfortunately, that led to some dismal numbers in terms of rental and revenue and history. And I'm not going to get into all the details of that here on this video, but I'm happy to share it with you if you want to reach out and talk about it. I feel like I have a good, robust understanding of what you can expect if you're going to own a house here and you want to maximize the rental income on that house. Let's talk. I'd love to have a conversation with you about that. And I'd love to even connect you with a couple of great property managers or help you kind of see what it could look like for you to manage your house with a company like Airbnb or something like that. So I hope this is helpful. Justin Scott, Varsity Real Estate, licensed here in Central Oregon. I love Sunriver, and I know there's a lot of people out there that also love Sunriver. So let's talk about Sunriver. I would love to talk with you if you're thinking about purchasing a home here, a vacation home, a second home, a permanent home. There's a lot you need to know about HOAs, the Sunriver Owners Association. Let's talk.